first question. DJ.
Hey, Coach. DJ from Infinity TV. Quick question about the matchup today against Seattle. How important is game pace? A lot of times you talk about how fast the team plays. How important is it today in this matchup against Seattle?
Yeah, pace is always important, but pace isn't always defined by quick or fast. We talk about finding our pace that we can be successful at, and each game may be subtly different on what that pace looks like to find success. Some teams do a really good job of speeding you up and while you want to be in attack mode and playing fast, some teams can make you play too fast. Today's a perfect example. Analytically, Seattle's tracked ball screens more than anyone else in the league. You have elite defenders throughout their lineup, especially in the post with NECA and Ezzy. They'll make you pay for poor entry passes. They're great around the rim. So again, we have to find our pace tonight to have success, or this afternoon to have success against Seattle. And that pace may be different than what the pace looks like against Vegas or in our last game.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach. Just wanted to get your thoughts on, obviously, NECA came returning to LA for the first time this season in a different uniform. Just your thoughts about NECA. What have you seen? Maybe some memories that you remember while she was down here, and how do you think the crowd obviously is going to receive her?
Yeah, obviously NECA and the entire Agumake family has been a big part of my WNBA journey. I got my start in this league, and Brian Agler gave me an opportunity to transition from the collegiate game to the pro game with LA in 2015. And one of the special, first year opportunities for me was to walk into that loaded Sparks team with the leadership of Candace Parker and Christy Tolliver and NECA, Jantel Lavender, Alana Beard. It's just on and on. That team was absolutely built for the championship they won the following year. And NECA was a big part of, my first year and why I had such an appreciation and desire that if this head coaching job ever opened and they had interest in me, then it was a really special franchise. And NECA was such a big part of that. One of the big draws in the interview process to leave a contending team in Connecticut. We had been to 4 straight semifinals or finals. We were a sliver away from championships. NECA was a big recruitment to the opportunity to build with her. Coming back here was certainly special to me. Throw in Chennai and the opportunity that I had to coach her in Connecticut, and those two were both back as sister combo in this franchise was really special. NECA's been a huge piece to the history of this franchise and a big reason they won that championship in 2016. She deserves all the flowers that she can receive back. I hope our season ticket holders are able to attend this matinee, and not just the great children of the greater LA, because NECA deserves an unbelievable welcome back on everything that she meant to the Sparks. And that family and NECA in particular will always be a big part of my journey in this league.
Hey, Coach, you talk a lot about, after these games, lack of execution from your team. What steps do you guys need to take to kind of, overcome those issues, would you say?
Yeah, well, coming off a win, I haven't talked about lack of execution, but obviously excited how we executed down the stretch in a hostile environment in Dallas and found a way to the finish line. Again, what was a little bit different in Dallas is we made plays. We made a really difficult 2-point basket with a minute to go by De'Erica Hamby to move it from 3 to a 2-possession game, and got it to 5 and gave us a little breathing room to go get a big stop. We made plays in crunch time. Obviously, De'Erica has shouldered a big burden this year for us at the offensive end and has had a terrific year, but we don't necessarily play through one person, or we don't have that one player that has to carry a team, or that's who's going to go get you a big basket. And so it's all a learning lesson for this young team on how to make big plays in crunch time and winning time. And we're growing into that, and our players, you can see, are more confident in those moments, and that only happens through time and time again, putting them in that situation. But again, it's coaches aren't around the league drawing up terrific plays and all of a sudden their teams win. It's players go make plays. And we're just going to continue to put players in the best position to be successful, give them confidence that they can be a closer for us.
Coach, Jerry Castillo, Daily Mirror. So you spoke about NECA with such reverence, but as a competitor, is there part of you that wants this a little bit more than just, let's say, the Dallas game, or is every game the same regardless of who you face?
No, it's a good question. I appreciate the question. I truly respect having the maturity at this point in my career that people have to do what's best for themselves. And NECA made a decision to, maybe end her career somewhere else. Totally respect that. Didn't mean it wasn't difficult. And one of the reasons I came, as part of that, but it gave us a clear vision on what we are about now and the build that we're in. And there's so much excitement. So not a lot of thought has got into like, hey, we're playing against NECA. I have ex-players all around the league. And, when we play New York, I can't wait to hug JJ. When we played Minnesota, there's multiple people on that team. When we play Connecticut, that was such a special time, no one will ever take from 17 to 22. No one won more games in this league than we did in Connecticut for 6 straight years. So there's always going to be special relationships that you look forward to. Does it give you a different edge? No, I think there's subtle, talk, underneath our breath and behind the scenes and ribbing each other. But, there's nothing extra juice today for me because NECA's back in the building. I'm more juiced up that I hope our fans truly appreciate what she meant to this franchise for so long and how loyal she was. And so I hope that she, gets everything she deserves today.
Any more questions?
I'll end with just, shout out to the condolences to Joe Bryant and the entire Bryant family. Obviously, a former head coach with the Sparks. Obviously, a tremendous name in basketball. I grew up, I'm a Western Pennsylvania native. I grew up as a Philadelphia 76ers fan for a long, long time. So Jelly Bean was, someone that I grew up loving the Sixers when, I could follow basketball and fell in love at a very young age with this game. And not everything was always televised in some of those CBS games at 11:30 p.m. And I would sneak back out of my bedroom and try to find a TV where it wouldn't wake up my parents, where to watch some of those great Sixers teams. So condolences to the whole Bryant family, obviously very special name here in LA, but also to our franchise, and that he coached 3 years here too as a head coach and is a part of our legacy forever. So condolences to the Bryant family.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.